Have you ever caught your reflection and noticed a strand of gray hair, just sitting there, like a quiet reminder that time is passing? Most of us have, or eventually will. It's a moment that feels almost symbolic, as if your body is gently whispering, "You're changing." But what really causes hair to turn gray? For a long time, people have come up with their own explanations. The most common one: stress. You've probably heard someone say, "This job is giving me gray hairs." And while it's a dramatic way to describe a tough day, it's not entirely untrue, but it's also not the full story. Others link gray hair with wisdom, or life experience, or even bad karma in some cultures. In movies and stories, the wise old mentor always has silver hair. So, it's easy to think of graying as some kind of emotional or spiritual transformation. But science gives us a clearer, and maybe more relatable, explanation. Our hair gets its color from a pigment called melanin. This pigment is produced by specialized cells in our hair follicles known as melanocytes. Every strand of hair we grow is colored thanks to these hardworking little pigment factories. But as we age, those melanocytes gradually begin to slow down, and eventually, they stop producing melanin altogether. Without pigment, the hair that grows turns gray, silver, or white. It's not just about age either. Our genes have a lot to say in this conversation. Some people begin to go gray in their early 20s, while others keep their natural color well into their 60s. If your parents or grandparents turned gray early, there's a good chance you might too. And yes, stress can influence the process to some degree. Severe or chronic stress might accelerate the depletion of pigment cells, but it's more like pushing a fast-forward button on a movie that was already going to play. But here's where it gets interesting: why do we react so strongly to gray hair? Maybe because it's visible. It's one of the few signs of aging we can't really hide from ourselves. It shows up gradually, quietly, and stays. In a way, it reflects the journey we're on. Every gray strand might represent a story, a memory, a lesson. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. In some cultures, gray hair is seen as a crown of honor, a sign that you've endured, grown, and evolved. It's not something to fear, but something to respect, and even embrace. So the next time you spot a gray hair, try not to reach for the tweezers right away. Instead, think of it as a silver thread in the fabric of your life. A sign that you're still here, still growing, still becoming. And really, isn't that kind of beautiful? If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more simple science and deep thoughts, and share it with someone who's rocking their silver strands with pride. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.